Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls. I am Natanas Likens. How's everybody doing today? I am feeling a bit creative. So we're going to be working on my destroyed version of the Razor Crest, and it's been put back together. And then this morning I got on for just long enough to do a little bit of work, and we're gonna have to demonstrate that too, because as I stated previously, one of the things about Reforged Eden, or more correctly about Empyrion, is that a lot of people don't mind when you cheat because the game does have problems. Uh, we're not going to be cheating in blocks or anything. I'm not going to be doing anything like that. However, if you look here at this menu, there's a whole section that is not available. That is the selection section right here. And this basically allows you to move around parts and work on a given structure very easily. The problem is, for whatever reason, they made it only selectable in creative mode. So we have to be in creative to actually access that. So yeah, we are going to switch over to creative, and we're going to do a little bit of work on this. And I actually did that last night. I still didn't grab those. We didn't do that, and we added something. So this room, you may or may not have seen. We're gonna change this up a little bit here in a minute, but for now, this room is largely untouched. We did move the oxygen tanks up here. We're going to change some of the blocks in here because I'm a little bit worried about them blowing up. And then back here is the major change. Voila! We actually have a grow plot area in this ship that is between the hangar and the cargo, and I don't like where this is at. So I'm thinking what we're going to end up doing, because I really don't like where that is. I really don't like where it is. And we've also got space here for the bedroom. Uh, so a couple things we're going to do. We are going to move the all of the medical stuff upstairs into the bedroom area. Just have it all in here. I feel like we got more space in here. It's gonna be a perfect place to put all that. So we're gonna move it there. And one of the other things we're gonna do is we're going to extend this section a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how much of it, but what I'm thinking is, because I don't really like the profile of it. Okay, let's come back out here. Actually, let's go fly over to Optimus. We need to fix up Optimus. We can do that in a minute. So one of the things I really don't like is how this just looks stubby, and the real Razor Crest, actually, this section like sticks out a little bit from this arch here, or this it's not an arch. This section here that kind of sticks out. The whole front end of it sticks out a little bit further. So what do I want to do is I want to take this whole front end and we're going to scoot it out a few blocks. Now, we did extend the interior there by like 5 blocks, so we got more space in there. I'm thinking I want to do the same thing here. I'm not sure if I want to do it by 5 blocks. And thinking about it, that does create a slight problem if I do move the grow plot area up front. Just so, and the real reason for that would be that we could use the back portion after the extension there. Let's go back here. We could use this portion here as extension of our crafting and storage area. Like, we could put more storage containers in there. Not that we really need it, but I feel like I really kind of want it. One of the things I would like to add to this as a whole is add a deconstructor to it. So we would have plenty of room, like in the corner here, to add a deconstructor so that we can like take any parts that we want and just tear them apart. We don't have to haul everything we get. We can tear it down to different pieces and go from there with it. So I would really like to have a deconstructor in here. Are we going to use this as our main ship? No, no. We are just trying to retrofit this so it does a better job of being a starter vessel. This thing will end up being our main carrier for a while, but it's a long way off, and it's a project that right now, because I know we're going to need a lot of resources, I don't think we can actually complete it anytime soon. So we need something that can still take us to other planets, other solar systems, and get the resources that we really need. And unfortunately, that's where I'm kind of at with this thing. This thing, we've got to get it serviceable again. We got to get all the things that I would like to have in it on it, and have the gear down, because I don't know why the gear isn't down. But yeah, we're gonna do a few more modifications to this, and hopefully get it to be just that much better of a ship. So yeah, let's get on with it and show you exactly what I was thinking with this. That can probably stay there. Actually, I would like to move it, but this whole upper section is what we are going to move. So first things first, I have to hit the right button, and we're going to type in change mode. That's going to put us into creative. And now if I do this, you can see that the selection block is now available to me. And I can select that block. I click this one here, and that will actually give me like an area to select. So I can scoot this over and over, and then up. Oh, I didn't know I could change that. That was a complete accident there. It does mean that we do have creative controls for the moment, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not sure how much of this front section I actually want to take. So we are going to go, because technically that's what I want to bring forward. And we're going to have to change out some of the blocks. Is there any way for me to get back up and, well, actually we're in creative, so it doesn't matter. And again, this is just so I can have access to that tool. It's not anything else. Okay, so it is grabbing that. It's grabbing this block, not the door. So it'll end up extending that room a little bit too. But how much of this is it going to grab? I don't like that it's giving me the creative flight. It's not, it's just a side effect of it. So realistically, I could bring that out forward. I don't like these blocks here. We'll change those in a minute. It is going to create a problem, though, and this is a problem I experienced last night. For whatever reason, being that we cut out the core, everything in the ship will now be, it won't be, we won't get the solid item back. It'll break it down into pieces, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and... So we're going to bring this back up, and we are going to click copy so that we've got this section copied. And then we're going to cut it, and we're going to go back to this one, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 forward. And then we're going to select paste, and then paste again so that it actually like glues it down in place. Because if you don't do that, it'll vanish, and then you're kind of stuck without a piece. So there we go. That is... Okay, it didn't move the landing gear. That door is literally on the landing gear? I didn't know that. Did not mean to actually do that. So we got a little bit of work to do here. Clearly those oxygen tanks are not going to work right there. And we got to get a whole new core because I got to break that core and then remove it. So I also want to change these. Like, we're going to move those. And then we need to take that landing gear and move it as well. So let's just go ahead and first things first, we're going to go back here. We're going to get change mode again. That's going to put us back in survival. And you'll see that this tool is now no longer available to us, which I think is stupid that you can't have that. It's part of the creative mode. That should be something that you should be able to use regardless of what game mode you're in. Okay, so I did make another core already because I was thinking about doing this. And then, yeah, we got more hardened steel blocks. So let's go back over here because I do want to change up, because we do have the core up there, and I'm debating whether or not I'm going to put another core in, which will probably put it somewhere else. Actually, let's just go ahead. I hate to waste the gold and everything for it, but some of the changes that I'm thinking of, we're going to need it. Yeah, we gotta use this one. I think we need to bring that like one more block forward now that I think about it. Because if we're gonna move the grow plots up there, yeah, we probably should. Yeah, that should probably move forward like another one block. Okay, what in the world did I come up here to build? Oh, a single core. Core extension. That should be more than enough for what I'm thinking. Another thing that I was thinking, just for defense purposes, do we have... I need to grab all this stuff. I wonder if I should change the... because we put two small ones in. Yeah, I actually can't think of anything else. I was thinking about this, because I don't know how this works. 20,000 CPU, oh my gosh. Okay, so we need that, this. Oh, I know what it was now. I'm thinking we're going to need two more of those, because the ship is a little bit longer than it was originally. Oh yeah, the gravity generator, because it's going to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, so now it will let me... Whoops. So we realistically need to come... What? 3 blocks? Yeah, this technically needs to come 3 blocks forward. If I can hit the wrong button. The wrong button? I was hitting the wrong button. If I could hit the right button. Okay. There we go. Because we moved the core again. I wasn't thinking about that. We gotta put a whole new core in there. And see, proof right there of what I was saying a minute ago. Oh, okay, we don't need to be doing this. Let's turn that back off. Okay, you're still going on that, which is fine. Make me another core, please. And then also give me another oxygen tank because I accidentally destroyed that one just then. Oh, we still need to put a thruster up there where that one was. And actually, I want to... This, we're going to change it a little bit. Okay, we're going to move those up there. Okay, we're probably going to move you up to the bedroom. Let's do that. We do have to put another door up there. So we got space here. Those, we'll move those here in a minute. No. So we're gonna go to right about there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, right there's fine. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. Okay. So we're gonna use these and convey there and there. Literally think that, so the doors will be here. So realistically this. Whoops. Oh no, that's the, there's gonna be a weak point there, but okay, next thing, next order of business. Because I see this done like everywhere. Where is... Where is it? Oh, I can't do it there, but... Okay, so that should be good through there. So there's that. Core's gonna sit there. This needs to move. do need a couple more ventilators. And that's going to go there. So now this is up here. We got a much bigger storage room and like area here, whatever you want to call this. We do need to change up these and move them around. I forgot. Oh, it's empty. Okay. So we got this up here. It's okay. It's a little bit further away than I would want it. And now the oxygen. I feel like because we got more space here, let's put these back here. Okay, I did realize one of the things that we lost back here I don't have on me currently, so that's fine. So the wireless... We'll figure that out in a minute. Does that spread across the entire ship? It does not. Okay, so how central would this need to be? OBS reconnected. Okay, we're missing like 2 blocks here. See, the hangar, like, past here, that's perfectly fine. I don't really care about it there. How are we up here? Okay, so right there is that. What if we did this? Oh, why did I get off of that? What if we put it there? I don't like the idea of it, but... Okay, so gravity is all the way around the ship now. It has to be a medium. At the very least, it has to be a medium. I don't like putting it here, though. There is method to my madness. You'll see what I'm doing here in a second. Uh-oh. We need the shape. Doobie doobie doo. They're gonna have a door like right where I'm standing. And that keeps going off in my ear. So there'll be a door like right there. I feel like we can put a couple of windows here. Or just one. We gotta go get the windows for that though. I don't have any on me. Yeah, that's probably the most I'll be able to do is like one window like right here or something. And we could add more chairs in here. You could have a couple of people sitting in this if you really wanted to. Okay. We're still surprisingly good on the CPU. But I'm not done adding stuff to this thing. Yeah, it's got no oxygen in it. Oh, that's because the oxygen tanks got blown up. No wonder it doesn't have oxygen. Duh. So what else can I... I feel like this is fine. I do want to put another door here, though. So we need 2 doors. 3 doors? 3 doors. And then... we can change this back out. Okay, no, this needs to be here. That's literally going to be in between these things. Let's take this out. Let's rotate this. It won't let me rotate it. Okay. So the constructor will be there. We'll put a deconstructor there. And then I wanted to add, for defensive purposes, two more Gatlins on the front. And that's part of the reason why we staggered that area too, so we can put defenses there. So we need a shutter, 3 doors, that I'm just gonna put 3 ventilators because I'm not sure how many I actually need. I think I need more than 3. Let's do 5 just to be safe. Oxygen station because the original one got destroyed. We already put that in there, which could either stay or be moved. I'm not really sure. Wanted more seats. I don't think we have any seats. Oh, we did. I did want those. We don't actually have a clone chamber in there. Oh no. We added one. We added one. It's upstairs in the bedroom. Yeah, I don't see any seats. And I did want to add 1 deconstructor. And then I don't know how many of these we need. I'm just going to say we'll give ourselves 8. That's probably too many, but I don't remember exactly how many slots we have. Let's just do 2 more just in case. Because I was thinking one thing with where the constructors are, but now I'm thinking like a complete other thing. Like how I'm going to arrange it and everything. And some of that's ready to be harvested. We also need to add some landing gear to this. Okay. Is there anything in this? No. So these are all going to be yellow, but not what I intended to do. But that was kind of a funny. I still didn't get the stupid. So we got the deconstructor there. What I was thinking with this is something slightly different. We're going to put these right in there. I don't know what we're going to do with these. Right now they're just there. This thing definitely needs more ammo in it. So let's take these guys. We're going to move them. Yeah, why not? We'll add some more storage right there. So we need some lights in here at some point, but that's fine for now. Okay, so I needed 2 more of those, unfortunately. Actually, no, because what I was thinking... What I was actually thinking was we're going to do something like this here. Let's do round. And then we can put the seats like there. Actually, let's put these up front. We'll take the furniture versions and put there because we can put... Those are where they're supposed to be, like, with those consoles. We can put the ones with chairs right there. And then... our medical devices. I have to rearrange here a bit. We'll put that one there. Detox there. This one here. Because these are a little bit big, we'll put those there. That'll be fine. This guy... I'm gonna put it there because you're gonna need better access to that one more. Put that there. We can put the thingamabob there. We're gonna move those. So that's perfectly fine there. We do need... So I can't put it there. I thought there was a much smaller version of that. So it'll be fine. It's awkward, but it's fine. We got one here, so I'm good with that. Yeah, okay, so we don't have a ventilator in here. Be fine, like right there at the shower. This is also going to be separate now. We're gonna section this off, which is why I got this. So now this needs a ventilator somewhere. Just put it there. So there isn't one in this room. There is one here. And I think, yeah, so all the piping got destroyed in here. We had piping in here to kind of like, you know, make it to where having the ventilator like this made sense. I'm going to change up the block work on this, because last time we just had glass covering that. We're not doing that this time, and that's not going to work there. Let's just do it there. And the other thing is we got to put this in the fridge. I was thinking like we're going to keep them in here. Yeah, it's fine. And then our last door. Actually, let's have this one be different. Yeah, why not? Okay, I feel like all that is well and good. And then this guy I was going to put here, because that's where it was originally. CPU is still good. Oops. Matter transmitter. Okay, hang on. We're gonna put that there and move that there. That'll work. Still gotta put this back. I didn't want to put it there. I guess we'll put it there. I wanted to do something else there, but oh well. Yeah, we got a ventilator in here. Get some furniture in there for that. We still got to put another thruster in because we're missing a thruster. Say this should be sealed off now. We don't have any carbon blocks on us, so can't do that. I was thinking like we're gonna add some sentry guns so we have defense on the bottom. The question is where? This isn't gonna be exactly on the bottom. But it should be able to point down. What? Should be fine there. Be good there because the ship is like way longer, and then I'm still not sure where I want those to be at because they need to be on the bottom somewhere. Like what is... Yeah, let's just do them here. So CPU is still good. We still need to put another thruster on there. I'm not even sure what to call this thing now. Okay, cool. I feel like this is a lot better. I'm not happy about that, but I don't know where else to put the ventilator because we're so limited on space. Okay, we still got to finish up the block work here. Oh, we can't do that. Fine, we'll do something funky then. Be kind of an interesting shape right there. Where is it? This one? What is that one? That all looks fine and dandy to me. I do want to change this up too. I can never remember. Okay, I think we're good there. We'll change those up at some point. I don't have any bottles on me, so we gotta go over here to fill up our oxygen. I think we're gonna end up just perfectly fine with the CPU on this. Maybe. I just remembered. Where are they? We had such a big problem with defense that I really want this thing to be, if we're gonna keep using it, I really want it to be more defensive than it was previously. Okay, now this. Not really necessary, but it is pretty well exposed on the top. Now, the other thing was I was worried about this being completely carbon, but you know what? I'm not actually that worried about it. Okay, did I forget anything? Oh, we still haven't put the other two on. Okay, what is our CPU doing? Our CPU is good. Wow. Wow. We have 2, 4, 6 turrets on this for defensive purposes. And our CPU is still good. Like, they really changed the CPU requirements. Holy moly. I don't think I could do that previously. I think the most I could put on one was like 4. But then again, we did some fun things with thrusters here, so let's see, can I... We'll get some more pentaxid. Wow. Yeah, this is bugging me. I want to fix this real quick. What in the world is it docked to? There's no ship on this, so what is it thinking is docked? Does it think Optimus Prime is docked? What do you think is docked? Well, what does it think is docked? I have no idea what it could possibly think it's docked to. Yes, what I'm thinking is we moved Optimus. It's clearly not Optimus. Oh, I don't have anything to pilot this thing. We kind of need somewhere to sit. I don't remember if this thing's still got fuel in it or what. It may not. It may have run out of power some time ago. Because clearly it's not that one. %. Is this one? Oh, you know what? about now? Yeah, okay, so it was that vessel. Oh, it definitely looks like a giant. It looks horrible still. It looks like a long triangle now. It looks even further away from the Razor Crest than I originally intended. I don't see any issue with the generators though. There might be an issue when the shield starts up, but I don't see an issue with it right now. The overall shape of this thing just looks way worse now. It looks way worse. We went from having like a stubby little neck to it's way too long. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I don't feel like doing any more work to change it any further than it's already been changed. I don't know if this thing's gonna hold up again. Like, we may take it out and it may get destroyed again. I don't know. One thing I wish I could do is put a drill on it. Okay, that is way too much yellow. That's better. The other thing, we still don't have any lights. We gotta put food in it. You know what? For now... No, 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 no. Not the base. I feel like we should make more. Ooh, 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 ooh. What am I thinking? That should be good there. Whoa! What? See, that's what I was talking about when I said this is so buggy and glitchy at times. I feel like the dirt texture has changed. Okay, so what do we need to make this? We need bread, jerky, fruit juice, and vegetable. What do we need to make jerky? We need meat, salt, and spice. So we need the spice. The salt, I think salt is not as big of a deal. So bread, we need flour and water. Again, we get like tons of water. We don't have tons of water right this second, but we get tons of it. So we should be fine on that. Spice, or the salt. The salt's the only one I'm really worried about there. And vegetable curry. Vegetable curry? We need milk, vegetables, and spice. Plant protein and water. So we need wheat, plant protein. We don't have any tomatoes. What's the biggest thing that we need though? Probably protein. So what do we need more of? The mushrooms or the bread? Or the spice? Spice we could probably use more of. So I'm thinking like we need one more wheat and one more spice, most likely. Maybe we could do with more mushrooms, but I don't think that's the one that I really want to get. We haven't checked the things over there in a while. At least not since I put them out there. Like I said, I'm not too worried about getting water. The only other thing is I'm not technically concerned with getting salt because we do get a lot of salt when we're mining. The thing is we got to be able to mine. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Because I don't really think we need that many mushrooms. Everything else we do need quite a bit of. Yeah, mushrooms the only thing we really only need like 2 or 1. Because everything else is going to use all the other ingredients. What I'm thinking is we'll do the pattern that we're going to do in there is going to be like this. That way the center area when we walk through there will be pretty clear, like you can easily walk through there, and then all the large items are going to be on the sides. Now, technically the spice is kind of big, but it's not like obstructive view big. Ooh. So we need to put some more O2 tanks in here. And I think we left that off. Now, the other thing about this is we could potentially put some turbines in this to reduce power consumption. I think we were going to do that. We got about 20,000 left to play around with as far as the CPU. I don't know how much one turbine costs and how much power it's going to reduce it by. I'm also not sure where to put them. I have an idea where to put them. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or a bad idea, though. We definitely don't have any of those. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah, we can afford that. What's the max on? Max is 4? I don't think we need to get that many. Whoa. I don't think we need an RCS. I didn't try to maneuver, but get a few furniture pieces in. Did we lose connection? What happened? It says we're not live. I didn't hear a ding. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I didn't hear anything like bing or anything like that, so. And what I'm thinking here, let's go up top. Let's go take care of a couple of things first. So, it wouldn't be the most luxurious way to travel. But there you go. There's seating for 2, 4, 6, 8 people, plus two other pilots. So you could carry 10 people in this at the moment. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking about those. Because they are 3 blocks wide. Hmm. Huh. Well, it's not gonna go there. I'm not sure which thing that is. Is that dehydrated or... It is dehydrated. So where could I put those? The obvious answer is that I could potentially put them in the cargo bay. I don't have any water there. And of course there's none over there either. Okay. back to what we were doing. So originally I was thinking we could put them in the nacelles, but I forgot that those are medium thrusters on the bottom. So there's not really any space inside the nacelles. Okay, it reconnected. So where am I going to put those? Because I was thinking we could put them there, but clearly that's not going to work. Yeah, it's a medium thruster there, medium thruster. So what I could potentially do, I may just do it anyway. Yeah. Let's use a drone, seeing as we... Yeah, so what I'm gonna do... We're gonna put them there. How much is... 350 CPU per... Okay. We're gonna need a lot of ammo for those. Alright, so where did it put... We're gonna take those. And those covers may get in the way there. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. Now, why did I do that? Fine, we'll just go the long way in. We also need to, like, paint this thing and give it a name. I think we're, like, very far away from it being the Razor Crest, so Razor Crest is out of the question at this point. Plus, that's a Star Wars thing anyway, so... We're gonna slot those in right there, and then we're gonna use these. And sticking out through the block. You know, we're gonna do that. I was thinking something else, but that looks just fine like that. God, it's got such a long neck profile now. I don't know what to call this thing. Like I said, it was based on the Razor Crest, and it's so far away from being the Razor Crest that it's not a Razor Crest. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a better one up on the workshop currently. So I'm not really sure what to call this thing. I don't really want it to shoot at that, but... Where are the... turrets? Yeah, those can fire at predators, that's fine. I don't want them firing on capital vessels because it'd be pointless. Actually, no, let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Okay, now I've got a couple repair pieces we need to do, and we need to get some lights in it. Actually, the repairs are the lights. Where are my lights at? Here they are. We got plenty of lights. Did we run out of... Yeah, it stopped moving. What did we run out of? Oh, I made the wrong one. That's what happened. I made the wrong stupid ammo. So that should be somewhat protected there. Oh, that's that's the wrong thing that I'm thinking of. No, I'm not a fan of that. I was thinking that could work, but I'm not a fan. Let's do one right there. And actually, we could probably do texture lighting. Technically not necessary here. You really don't have a reason to be up here. What's the least intrusive light I could put? It's probably gonna be these. Yeah, actually I do like this. Well, I don't like it there. That works. You know, technically you could probably put like another set of seats. Like right there, and you could have like 12 people riding this thing. Not living in it, riding in it. Like you could use this as a taxi. Let's put that one there. Yeah, that works. I don't think we can put any lights up here. I think we're kind of screwed for space. Yeah, you can do that. That'll work. I'm not going to adjust the brightness on any of those either. I think that's just fine where it's at. Okay, one final thing. Oh, we need... I don't even know which piece that is. I really have no idea which piece that is. Is that the... Is that the space? Whatever the frick it's called? I can't even think what the hell it's called. This thing. I think it's that one. It doesn't even care about that. See, these are all lights. It doesn't even consider that a light. Huh. I feel like we should have another set of landing gear right in there somewhere. Because you just got this long area with nothing holding it, nothing supporting it. How are we on CPU? We are still holding strong with only the base core, with everything that is in this. I couldn't do that previously, so they made some major changes to the CPU requirements. Like, I mean, I've got a deconstructor in here, I've got a repair station, we have, I think this is only a large constructor. I don't think it's an advanced. Oh, it is an advanced. And then we've got a small constructor for any kind of small work, like making blocks or something. I'm like, holy mackerel. Right. Oh no. It wiped my storage. It wiped my storage. Oh no. Dang it. Dang it. So I had a butt ton of multi-tools saved up from various, like, collecting debris and spaceship parts. I don't even know how many, and I had a whole bunch of weapons and everything too. Yeah, I didn't move it over here. I don't know where that could have gone off to. I think it wiped him. I think all of those parts are completely gone now. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. All I've got left is what's in this one. And I had a whole lot more in that ship. It's funny how massive this thing looks compared to that one, and this is not even ready to do anything. This one's usable again. We could actually fly this thing again. Hold that thought because I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, the lighting probably could be a little bit better. These thrusters back off of this. Oh, we've got a, like, little detail pieces there. And no, this is not what this thing's gonna look like. have a very specific reason why I'm doing this. Oh, those are the... we need... I put all the blocks up. Oh, it's changing all that. It's not what I want. It's fine. We'll change all the colors after I get done with this. Because we gotta go through and do a lot of texturing. I don't know why I can't do that one stupid block. Alright. Now that that's done, and we are all completely blinded, let's redo it. Because that was not supposed to happen. Perfect. Okay. think I do want to keep it like this. We're gonna go with this one though. So that way, in the spirit of the Razor Crest, we still got like some of the coloring. I don't want to risk that. I know some of these parts is going to be like problematic with what I really wanted there, but basically what I want is anywhere that you see that red texture that we put, you shouldn't. And if you do, that means you've taken considerable amounts of damage. We'll worry about that in a minute. Wonder, can I don't think this transfers over. Oh, it does. Wonder when they made that happen. I don't have any for the bottom side there. Oh, I forgot to... I put those back without doing the textures. Okay, on this one we're gonna do... that. You can still kind of see that. So that doesn't perfectly match up there. Oh, did I grab the wrong texture earlier? I think I put two different textures on this. Well, that's a problem because that means the whole thing's textured wrong. Yeah. I did all of that with the wrong texture selected. I think we're good now. Yeah, it looks a lot better. This, on the other hand, this looks atrocious. Okay, in here, I'm just gonna do my normal thing. I don't think any of this needs to be fancy at all. The ceiling, maybe, but this, no. So I'm gonna do that ain't gonna work. It's gonna connect there and then there. I didn't bring any with me, so it doesn't matter. Let's turn this back on. Hmm. Let's just do. Just do all that there. And then this, we're gonna do, like, make it obvious. Oh, wow, that's better. We can see in here now. Leave the switch there. Change that to white. You're ultimately gonna be black, but we're not gonna worry about it yet. Ah. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can't really see the walls in here, though. I think I may have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Just for texturing purposes. You're not gonna see the walls in here, so I'm not really concerned with what they look like. I mean, you're gonna see that, but what you do? And then there's the ceiling. Yeah, okay, so that's fine there. Let's do this on these. So let's go a little bit brighter on that. Why not? Let's do the circuits. We'll change that. This will have to be a different texture. And then this, unfortunately, we have to remove this for a second. There, that should all be good. Okay, perfect. This is gonna have to be something else. Let's just do that. Same goes for that. Why not? We'll worry about the different colors of these. Because you can color different parts of those. We'll worry about that later, though. Oh, these don't. We need the oxygen for those to grow. I put those down and didn't even think about the fact that they don't have oxygen. Yeah, that's in here. I don't care too much about the texture in here. Let's do the same thing here, though. Actually, this one can be that. Hopefully that doesn't screw up anything. I don't think it will. Yeah, that's fine in here. This... What are we gonna make the floor in here? Let's just... Let's just do that. In the ceiling, I feel like having something different in here. Let's do like maintenance compartments, like you've got wires and things up there to fix. So that looks fine. This looks amazing. I feel like this needs to be, like if you got passengers, this needs to be a little bit more plush. Yeah, the rest of it can look like garbage, but I feel like where they would be sitting needs to look posh. So with that being said, let's do... Oh, I don't really remember the last time I was in an aircraft. I'm not really sure what it looks like on the interior. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we're just gonna repeat this. Mm, let's do one of these, like... Nope. Nope. We'll do that there. There we go. We got it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good in here. Then up here, there was one of these that. Yeah, that works. Let's come in here with this thing again. Just computer on the wall. Actually, I guess we might as well do this because there's nothing I can do about that because the texture comes from the outside, so. And see, this is why you gotta do this so often. Oh my god. Okay. Uh, we're just gonna do the same thing here. Bed. Oh wait, I'm still on. And hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. I don't think it did. Okay, we're almost done with this. So let's just do something simple there. And actually let's get a little bit. Actually, no, that's a cloning chamber. I don't really think anything really matches clones, so we're gonna do that. This one's the heal. Poison. We're gonna do that for poison. Radiation is usually like a yellow or like a greenish yellow. Okay, what is this? Open wound fracture dermal. We're gonna do that for like bones. Frostbite, sepsis, we're gonna do that for frostbite. So at a glance, it should be a lot easier for me to tell what those are supposed to be. Hopefully, hopefully. And I think that's the entire ship. Textured. Oh, except for the stairs. And then we gotta fix all of that stuff. I'm not really sure what to do about these. I just thought it'd be interesting to have like two cargo things there as kind of a divide. And then we gotta fix this royal mess. Oh, the cargo even lost its name. So it lost all. Wow. This one. Okay, so that one will be like those random parts that we get occasionally. And then this, I don't know what you would do with that. It's just a storage unit. And then we need to get some more of those. I don't feel like we need any of those parts. These, on the other hand, so 10, and then I feel like maybe, yeah, let's just grab 20. I don't think we need any antennae. Definitely don't need that. I'm a little bit concerned about the generator state, because I feel like we definitely need more power, but at the same time, it didn't feel awful. It just felt like, ugh. I'd really like to have more, is the kind of feeling I got from that earlier. I think we will, like, throw one RCS in there. But just one. We don't need any more than one. I feel like we could, like, dot things like this around the ship. So let's take like half of them. Okay. Put a little bit of armor on the bottom of those grow plots. Not a whole lot. We don't really. It's just, it's a weak point in the ship. We need to cover it up. And if something does manage to destroy those, then we're not going to have any food because it's not going to grow back. Did I move or did the ship move? And you would never really know that that's there. Yeah, I'd say I'm overall happy with that. It's still a rather long box, but I think overall this is actually really good. I think this is a good job on this. Now it just needs a name, and I'm still debating whether or not we need another set of landing gear like right here somewhere. I am tempted to just call it the crest. Because it is based on the Razor Crest, and for all intensive purposes, that is exactly what it is. It's not a faithful recreation, though. There's a much better one out there. But yeah, we got that. We got a lot of that built. We need to build a lot more on this thing. We'll get to this eventually. I don't feel like there's anything else I could really do. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I could do with all of this. Let's go check on our Pentaxid. We need to, like, shut some things off on that ship, too. And I'm sorry, this has been, like, a complete, like, just building away, working on that ship today. We didn't really do anything else tonight. That's literally been it. We just sat here and worked on that ship all night. Instead of working on the big one, we worked on the little one that got destroyed. Okay, I still haven't put that in there. Is there any other small parts we can put in this? We really don't need any RCSs in this, but I just figured one would help. Oh yeah, we gotta get the... Oh, look at this. That doesn't really need to be there, but I figured it would help a little bit. We're putting out 20 kilowatts of power. We're only using about 2.6 just sitting here. Now, if I turn off the thrusters, really? I'm not really sure what we would connect this to. I'm just going to say the CV parts, because That'd probably be the most likely candidate. This one, I'm not really sure on this one either. I guess one of these could be like the crafting box where all the crafting material goes to. I feel like we need to do some more work on the platform. Especially in the areas that we did the other day, because those are still not filled in. Not to mention the initial platform is still not done. And it's just like little odd things that I'm thinking of now. Like this, doing this right now, completely not necessary. But uh, we have almost 30 minutes, which is not a lot of time to do anything else. Not really start any big projects. So I feel like the last few minutes we should just do something small. And just placing down a whole bunch of concrete blocks seems like the best thing to do at the moment. We're still going to need a lot more concrete. And then maybe tomorrow we'll get on with doing some stuff like go mining or something. I don't think we're going to be able to attack anything just yet. Well, we can't attack anything at the moment. We don't have an attack vessel of any sort. Now, wait a minute. That film, well, I want this base to look like something impressive by the time we're actually done with it. which is gonna take a while. It's just a lot of materials to get. And as a solo player, that means I got to do all the work. I got to build all the ships. I got to do all the mining. So it's my point there is it's just going to take some time. Whereas if you've got a group of people, uh, it goes a lot quicker because everybody's off like getting stuff. And when you're attacking a POI, like I said the other day, you've got like 4 or 5 people there that the AI is trying to target. So it's not all on you. Where did I get off at? Oh, I must have been off early because this is all staggered. So this is fine. Oh, here. I went 3. Oh well. It'll be fine. You'll never see it. I mean, the whole main thing that I built originally is all kinds of jacked up. Because I thought 5 spaces would be enough. Nope. It collapsed. That whole sections of it just collapsed. Luckily, it wasn't that big of a loss. It was annoying, but it wasn't that big of a loss. excuse you, you're in the way. Alright. I don't think we're gonna get that far on this one. I think we're gonna run out of blocks again. Calculated. So our landing pad is starting to look like a landing pad. We still got a long way to go on it, especially if we got a ship this size. We need to like expand it as far as we can go that way. And then at some point, this section over here is where our actual base will be, because we've probably gone as far as we can with this. We need more space. We need more storage. And if I'm ever going to upload this, this thing needs more than just this, because look at how full that is. That is just absurdly full. You know, one thing that we can do now, let's just go ahead and do this. Boom. Wonder how much can we make those? We can. I'm not sure how many of those we can make. And I can make this for the other ship. Though I got a feeling we're gonna need to change that a lot. I may end up changing that other ship too. I've been thinking about it. It's too big to use it for what I was initially planning. I don't know what we would actually use it for, but Yeah, CPU's still good on this thing. This thing is just, it's a decon tank. It's not meant to go into anywhere dangerous. It's not meant to do anything dangerous. It's literally just a deconstruction vehicle. That's literally all it is. Why is there a giant hole here? I don't know how you would get up there. You'd have to have a... Yeah, you would have to have a special vehicle. I don't know how you would tear that apart either. No idea where the core is on that thing. And see, this thing does its job. It does have one minor issue, though, and that is how high off the ground it can be. It'd probably be better if I put the other hover drives, hover pieces on it, because those are actually a little bit bigger, or a little bit higher off the ground. Hmm. Hello there. I don't know what fell. I don't think I ever realized that there's all the storage back here. What's in this? Yeah, there's some stuff in here. Ooh, some Zaz. Okay, that's literally doing nothing for me. I really wish there was a better way of doing that. Because literally, like, all those parts just falling there, there's no way I can get to them. At least not all of them in time. I don't think that's gonna be there. Ah, ha ha. And see, that can go a lot higher. Is the, are you on? Oh, I haven't switched you, that's why. That's why it's not going. Actually, yeah, let's just get rid of these. Don't really need them. Okay, so you can't scrap that or that. Gotcha. I really don't know what to do with all those. If I understand that correctly, that should make 200 pentaxid. Why am I saying it like that? Because I'm, like, really tired right now. Oh, you know what? It's probably time to go to sleep. Where's my dog? You know what? Change of plans here. It's 10 o'clock. 10:06 to be exact. And, you know, I've got to work and everything as normal tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and get off, go find my dog, and get some sleep. So I will see you guys tomorrow and then, you know, whole rest of the week. I don't know if we will keep playing Empyrion, but I just feel like we need to like change it up a little bit and show that I do other things. And I know the content has been kind of boring because we're mostly doing the grindy stuff. And compared to some other games, Empyrean is like it's not very action oriented or very interesting when you're actually doing things. Like I know people like watching people build, but when you're talking like the amounts of material and everything that I've got to gather and everything and put together, or any other content creator, that gets really boring. I mean, who wants to sit there and watch me spam all that concrete until we get a massive platform? We didn't even have enough to really finish what I had in mind. So it's going to take a while on that. But yeah, I'm thinking like maybe we need to change it up and do something else. Uh, I will wait to see if we get any kind of response to that because so far the only response I've gotten at all in any of the streaming here on YouTube is questioning why I bother with containers and container extensions when I don't play with volume and mass. And that's it. That's the only question I've gotten. So yeah, we'll 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 see what we can do. I would like to dive back into Destiny 2 a little bit more, even though there's not going to be any new content ever again. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. That's part of the reason why I haven't been on it, and part of the reason why I've been so interested in Empyrean. We still got the Minecraft server that I'm part of. We could go and work on that a little bit. We've also got my own solo world that we can go and maybe do a little bit on, but kind of like anything Minecraft, I'm just kind of dead on. There are other things we could do, like maybe Path of Exile 2, we could jump into that. I was trying out a mage build, not a specific mage build. I was just trying to play a mage some time ago, but they didn't have a season up, so there's nothing going on there. I don't really feel like diving back into the world of being a necromancer in that because it just I don't like some of the mechanics of being a necromancer in that. Anyway, we got that. We got 7 Days to Die. We've got Grounded. I haven't played Ark in a minute. I'm trying to think of what doesn't have content that I might get blocked for because I have other games that are heavily modified, and we're just going to leave it at that. And I really wonder if anybody's going to ever call me out on that either. Um, we also got Pragmata. I haven't started Pragmata yet. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here and get some sleep.